$6,939. That is how much I sold on my COMC store last month. And in today's video, I'll be showing you my dashboard as well as some of the biggest flips that I had and other store updates. But before we jump into that side of things, I do have a few exciting announcements for you guys. I've partnered with COMC and we're going to be producing a few videos every single month. So this series will continue to be produced every month. But we have two new exciting videos that we're going to be presenting here on the channel. The first is going to be the highest selling cards on COMC as well as biggest flips. So that way you guys can see what has sold on the high end side of things and then how people are making money flipping cards on the platform. Additionally, we'll have another video every single month based on tips and tricks on to scale your store. I've been very lucky to be able to scale my store over the last year to a year and a half, and I've learned a lot along the way. And I'm constantly learning as I scale out my store. So we're going to be building out a series of videos based around this. So this video is sponsored by them, as well as those two other videos you'll see a little bit later on in the month. And if you want to have any subject matter covered in those type of videos, please let me know down below in the comment section. Happy to make those for you guys. So with that out of the way, I think it's time to take a look at some sales and some account updates. So I will see you on my dashboard. All right, so I'm here on my dashboard. Let's jump into a few things. So first off, items in inventory, 20,646. I believe last video I was slightly under 20,000 and I wanted to stay there. Well, I found some pretty good deals, I'd say over the last week or so. Probably going into the last week of March, I had about 3,500 on my account. And I still get sales every day, by the way. And now down to 1941. So I gotta chill a little bit. But yeah, so because there's 20,646 items in inventory, if you go over here, 1914 without asking price. I believe last video I mentioned I was gonna dwindle that down. I actually did dwindle it down. I've just purchased a lot recently and haven't had a chance to reprice all this stuff out. My goal probably next month is to have it under 1,000. Try to keep it manageable, but I say that, who knows what comes in here and what I could purchase. I believe there's going to be another sale on the platform pretty soon. So that number actually may go up a little bit, unfortunately. But with that in mind, let's jump into some other stats. Total asking price is 64,039. So about 65,000 range. Again, we have about 1,900 items. If you figure each card is like $2 or $3, I figure this is going to be well over 70,000 once everything is priced. Again, there's cheaper stuff, right? 50 cents, dollar. But there's also some other expensive stuff, $10, $20, if not more. I'll show you some stuff that I'm not pricing right now. I really haven't decided what to do. I'll cover that in a bit. Okay, so we already saw items sold. Oh, we already saw items with asking price. Items sold in total sales, well, 63,063. It's in the title. Sold 63,000 now. Items 14,278, purchased 30,941 items. I do know someone asked last video how many items I purchased this year. I do promise you I will put that in the Q&A when I record that for April's video. Items out of the site, 4,000. I probably have at least 2,000 more items to add to the site. So that will be coming soon, as well as the video kind of showing some of the items I'm sending off and tips and tricks on that side of things. So that number will pop up quite a bit. And enhanced security fee, not too much on that side of things. I don't actually have anything approximate remaining, I don't believe, but there is that side of things. Okay, so what I want to show you guys first on this is going to be some other data. So we could go into our seller stats and yeah, so we'll go over here in sales by month just to show you how it compared. So this month, $6,939 in comparison to the previous month, which is $46,665. The number sold about the same, right? About $1,200. What I will note is there was one card in here that was $2,600 or $2,650. You guys will see that pretty soon. But that is why this number is up a little bit. So you can still say I'm selling anywhere between $4,000 and $5,000. So this is quite higher. That is the reason why I haven't scaled up to this range. Although by the end of the year, I do hope to scale up to this range, if not more, just on a monthly basis without any really high ticket items selling. So there's that side of things. Let me go into my inventory manager. All right, so I'm here now in my inventory manager. I just wanted to show you guys a few cards that I've picked up recently. Not going to show everything. We'll probably make that into a video of what I'm getting shipped back home. Maybe next month or something like that. But regardless, I picked up a few more Pavo and Ermi cards. So I actually do already have this card over here. I want to say mine's like a 2 or something like this. So this might be an upgrade. I'll have to double check, but I saw this over here. I thought it was a pretty good price. I ended up paying $15 for it. It's not his rarest card. I kind of do like the back. It's pretty interesting on that side of things, but we'll see if it's an upgrade or anything. But what I did pick up for the PC 100%, and there's actually one at auction right now, I'm curious what it'll end up doing, is this card right over here. Now, what's interesting on it is it still has its tab here at the bottom. Most of these tabs are removed. They're hand cut, so there's a big premium for the tab on this side of things. You can see what this back looks like. It looks like there's some handwriting or something like that. So it'd be a 1.5 or a 1, but these are tough to find. Now, I did pay up for it. You can see over here, I paid $99. We'll see at the auction, right? If, what this card ends up doing. I find it to be one of his tougher cards to source. There's still plenty of Nermi cards I am looking for, so if you have some of his stuff, let me know. There's the athletes in the 1920s and 30s that I collect, Olympians and things like that. So I am into ultra marathons and marathon running. Nermi is a legend on that side of things, or just a running legend in general, probably a top 10 Olympian of all time. A lot of people in the US don't know him, but internationally, really, really good. He was so good that they essentially told him to stop competing. He was that good of a runner. But regardless, there is that side of things. You can see all these Nermis I have not priced yet. There's a lot of these that are under like $2, which I think is kind of cheap. You can see like $2.70, and actually I might buy this one at $2 and reprice it at like $2.70. Let's do it. We'll see how the market hits on those, but I'm waiting for some of those to sell before I price my other ones. So we'll say this is like 2.72. I think there's enough margin there. Maybe I'll have to look at the other guy's stuff, but there's that side of things, right? And the other thing I wanted to show you is some autographs that I picked up. So I actually bought quite a few autographs from someone on the site. Some of them I've already repriced, but I just want to show you a few of these on here that I picked up. One actually has a pretty interesting story. So this is 1990 Topps of Cortez Kennedy. The autograph is not the best. You can see that there's like some fading and different things like that. It's not a 10 by any means. The card also has some damage on it, right? And most people would pass on this card because he's a Hall of Famer, but you know, a lot of defensive players, they just don't get a lot of respect in the hobby. Well, here's why I bought this card, and I bought it for $30, which I think is a steal. I go to the PSA pop on this card. There's only 4 of these that are graded. And I know some people are going to say, well, the traded is the better card. The traded has like 90 that are graded that are signed. This has 4. And I looked at it in a perspective, I'm like, man, if I can get this slabbed up, which has the JSA and everything like that on there, so it should be legit. It should be a pretty expensive card. And doing some research, I saw one that had like a really bad autograph, worse than this, that sold for like $120 a few years ago. So did a little research, saw this over here being a pop 4, and decided to pick it up. Now, grade-wise, this is not getting a 10. You can see some corner damage and things like that. So I'll probably just get this slabbed up as authentic. It's not going to be the best on this side of things. It'll just be right over here. But I think at $30, really good price point. Some other stuff that I picked up is this Bill Terry. It's a reprint card, but it is autographed on here. I have seen some of these sell for decent on eBay. Some of them raw have sold for like $20-$30, but what I want to do is get this slabbed up by PSA, have it in a slab, and see where it would sell for. I think it should be like a $75 card once slabbed up, but it's a really nice autograph right over there. The other side of it, I picked up a Mary Lou Retton, and see this with the inscription on here. I thought I paid a pretty decent price on this one. Picked it up for $50. I believe this should be like an $100 plus. Without inscription, this obviously has the inscription on here, so a little bit more value. And then I picked up this Franco Harris, which I saw was selling for about $100 as well, I want to say. So you can see an autograph right over here to the left. And I paid $49 for it. So I don't know what the exact cost would be to get just these slabbed as authentics for all 4 of these. Probably what, $20, maybe $30 a piece, but should be able to make some decent profit on it. I'm not sure I can send these out through COMC. I don't believe they do any autograph authentication with PSA grading. I'll have to double check, and I'll let you guys know next video, because if there is, I will send these out, and we'll see how we do on these. I mean, they should probably go 4 for 4 with the JSA COAs, but you never know. that is kind of like the cards I wanted to highlight. There's probably some other stuff, but what I'm going to do now is go back to my dashboard. We'll go over here into seller stats. Last thing I wanted to show you is sales by year. So 3 months of the year now, we're at 16.8, which is pretty good. If you times that by 4, right? 64 plus another 32. So about 67,000. Now, here's the deal. I have a lot of cards I still need to submit. So realistically, I would still want to try to hit close to 100,000 in sales. I don't know if I'll hit it this year. It's still early, but I want to make that my goal for this year. But you're going to see, like, I'm going to eclipse 2024 pretty easily on here. And there's a lot of strategies I still have to approach. But there's that side of things. Let's take a look at some of the sales by month and jump into our top sales. And you can already see I'm recording today on April 1st and already $75 in sales, which is crazy. But let's jump into March. We will go into two sides of the spectrum. First, let's see the cheapest stuff that I purchased. And probably have to go a few pages. Let's go to page 8. See how some of these like dime cards do, because I feel like people do like some of those flips sometimes. I feel it's an awesome part of the platform. We'll go, it's like page 4. Oh, it's gonna be page 3. One more page. I won't show everything, but maybe some interesting stuff. So paid 2 cents for some of these, selling them for 7 cents. Obviously, you're not gonna be rich doing that, but you know, sometimes they go through a port and someone's selling stuff dirt cheap. 3 cents into 13 on these. I find that happens a lot with hockey cards. Someone just wants to get rid of everything, prices their stuff at 2 or 3 cents. Black Sabbath card, 7 cents into 44 cents. Look at that. Lead guitarist over here. Probably sold around when the announcement of their final concert. But you can see I do pretty well with some of these cheaper hockey cards. Mascot, 8 cents to 19 cents. Devers, which those have probably gone down. I do have a lot of Devers cards, I will say. I thought I was going to do better. Some Marvel stuff, right? I've got those super, super cheap. I'm looking to see if we can find something else. LaMelo Ball, Splash. I think someone listed this at 10 cents, so bought it. Sold it for 44 cents. That's kind of nice. What else? This is nice over here. Andre Dawson, 13 cents to 70 cents. 1988 score. That's a pretty nice flip. Nuts. I'll go to page 3. We'll go up to like 1 or 2 more pages of this. I don't know if you guys want to see these or not. Gem Knight Pearl. Some Yu-Gi-Oh card. 14 to 37 cents. 15 to 58 cents of Jason Williams. And keep moving forward. 40 cents on that Hoops rookie. 50 cents on this Nolan Ryan. Where do I get that into? 17 cents. So that's pretty nice. A team checklist of Murphy and Necro. That was 17 cents into 57 cents. And we'll do one more page. Oh, here's another one. Pete Maravich, 1996. That went from 17 cents to 52 cents. And one last page. Star Focus, John Stockton, 17 to 41. Bruce Jenner, 17 to 40. Those are both pretty nice there. Doc Rivers, 17 to 32. Scottie Pippen, 17 to 35. Bunch of these scores, 40 cents a piece. Anything else for the cheap stuff? No, I think that should be it. We'll do this last one. Sutter and Raleigh Fingers, 2 Hall of Famers there, 17 cents into 57 cents. So some nice flips. Let's take a look at the most expensive ones now. So we'll go in here to sale price, and you can see this Walter Johnson. So this sold for $26.49. I wanted to test a high-end card on COMC, and kind of bittersweet selling this card. I actually got a Ramley last year, and I decided I was going to part with this card. So I decided to send it to COMC, see how I do. And I got back $25.16. I'm thinking it was into this card originally like $1,800. So that's pretty nice. Tarkenton over here in a 5.5. Another card that was in my PC, I decided to sell around the same time and do it for $300. Abraham Lincoln, look and see. This is a 4, and that one over here, $121. A Otani Chrome, 99 to 125, so nice $20 profit on that side of things. A Brady jersey card. This was I took a little chance on this. I thought at 70 bucks. Saw some comps around 70 bucks, some around 80. I was able to sell it for $93. FDR in a poor shape. I know these do pretty well. I've sold a few others a little bit nicer for like mid 100s. That sold for 85 bucks. Mark McGuire refractor, 48 bucks I paid for it into $71. You can see that over here. I didn't think this had a chance at gemming. You can see some centering issues top to bottom, so I didn't give it a chance. Marked refractor over there. What else do we have? A Jim Kelly 9.5, 36 bucks into 66. That's a really, really nice one. $30 over here. And yeah, those 9.5s always do pretty well. Looks like there's some standing on this. Shocked they got 9.5. Another Otani 40 into $53, sold for 56. I've done really well flipping Otani stuff, so maybe I'll put a little bit more effort into it. All-Star Jordan 47 into 53. Not too much profit on it, but I figured to make something on it. And how long did I hold that card? Literally what? A month? That's fine. Gene Oliver in a 9, 40 to $51. OJ Simpson rookie card 40 into $50. Nolan Ryan 1990 tops in a 10. Paid 35 bucks, got into it for 50 bucks. Stuff like this I'll be looking for at the National. I'm curious how many, I wouldn't call this exactly a junk slab, but stuff like this, 1990 tops, Nolan Ryan in a 10, 30, 40 bucks. How many of those I can put on here? Jeanette, E79, sold that for 45 bucks. Had this a little bit while on the platform. Bob Hayes, this sold really, really fast, 35 into 43. Big Ben in a first edition, those are pretty tough to find. 35 into 42. I felt like I sold this a little cheap, but at the end of the day, I wanted to move it, and you can see sold out. So I wonder if it's in grading or not. I almost thought about grading that one. Yao Ming foreign language back 26 to 34. A Manny Machado refractor $23 into $32. I didn't think this had a shot. Also at gemming, you can see pretty top to bottom. Do want to start trying to get some more stuff graded, but. Maris Mantle, Killebrew, $26 and $31. Paul Molitor over here, patch. This actually was purchased, God, I forget his name. It was on Twitter. We were talking about it. He's going to remember watching this video, but I'm blanking right now. Anyways, I bought this right away, and he wanted it, so sold it over there for $30. Really, really nice patch, by the way. You can see 3 colors and a pinstripe over there. Vern Steffens, 1951 Redbacks. Thought that was kind of interesting. I haven't really tried selling any of the Redbacks on here, but turned that 17 into $28 relatively fast. Einstein sold that for $28 on here. Not a terrible copy. You can see there's some damage on the back, which is why I probably didn't try to get that graded. Sold some Elways, 22 bucks a piece into 26. Kind of shoddy condition, you can see right over there and there. But I bought these relatively cheap, and you can see like a lot of snow on there. Jesse Owens sold that for $25. 1968 tops, Kent Kramer, and an 8. Did I bring that onto the platform? Yeah, I sold for that 25. Tatis, 21 into 24. Not too much profit, but that was fast. Jericho, 14 into 24 for a PMG. Bigger name on that side of things. I know him from his rock band, but I know he's very popular in wrestling. PMGs are also popular, so I figured I'd give that one a shot. Mickey Mantle, Cognac. Here, this one, 15 into 23 bucks. A short print of Otani. That's what it says on here. I don't know if it's really a short print or not, but 22 bucks. Mike Trout number to 50, 14 into 22 bucks. 53. Bowman Mize, 17 into 22 bucks. Zernial. I love this card. I know it's loading a little bit slow today, but you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 baseballs on his bat over here. Classic. 14 into $21. 1998 Roy Halladay. Refractor, this one was $15 to $21. That side of things. Bo Jackson supplemental, 14 to 20. Corbett Leaf, 20 bucks. Ernie Banks autograph. This actually took forever. You can see I purchased this 2023. I'm shocked. Ernie Banks under 20 bucks. It took that long. So I've been kind of avoiding these Nabisco All-Star autographs. Matt Wells of a Scissors back. Sold that for $20. Scissors are pretty tough to find on that side of things. Kobe Bryant Destiny, $14 and $18. Herzog rookie, 9 into 16. These are pretty popular. Walter Alston, $10 to $16. Griffey Over here, Superman swatches. What did I sell that one? $12 into $16. Maybe that was a little cheap, but whatever. Hank Thompson, this sold for $16. Zach Gallen, number to 25. Figured make $5 on it for $10. That's what I did exactly. Slaughter, 1956 Hall of Famer, 12 to $14. Beckenbauer, man, that sold really fast. Wow, one day. Maybe I priced that way too low. Legend in soccer, sold for $10. I priced it at 15. Figured it'd take a while to sell. Let me know if you're a soccer fan, if I sold that too cheap. Alex Gordon autograph, I know he's really popular. For Royals, 9 into $15. A Shaq Kenner starting lineup, 10 to 15. A Verlander Mahogany, $10 to 14. We'll jump into one more page, jumping through some other examples. Stuff sold over $10. Fernando, rookie, 11 to 14. Bossy rookies, 10 to 14 apiece. Whole rookie, 9 to 13. Rogers, which I don't think he signed with anyone yet. I'm not too sure. Some of these Sandlot stuff moved really, really fast. So I know to grab these now from bargain bins. You can see I sold both of these, 3.2 to 3.6. So I need to grab them. 9 to 12, 9 to 12. Gold Mantle reprint. Figure these are decent. I actually had this a while. You can see 9, 20, 24, 10 to $12. These mantles, I've had a few of them before on the platform. I bought them for bargain bins, 7 to 12. Ichiro rookies, 10 to 12 each. Wasn't going to make a lot, but I figured pretty fast. Julia Nixon from Rambo. And that one sold for $11. 1930 Worldwide Gum of a Hippo. I paid, I think, $1 or $2 each on those. Sold for $11. Kobe Surface, $11. La Russa rookie, 11. Acuna 1983 update, 1060. Ozzie Smith O-Pee-Chee, 1040. This was nice. SPX of Kobe, 490 to 1025. Verlander, $10. James Manning and Harrison, I believe 3 Hall of Famers, $5 to $10. Wacky Ads, Plastered Peanuts. Sold this pretty nice. I actually just covered the Wacky Ads in my 1960 non-sports, so make sure to check that out if you want to learn a little bit more about it. But 480 to 950. Arenado, number to 76, $6 to $9. Larry Bird, $6 to $9. Michael Jordan, $7 to $9. Arenado, number to 50, $3 to $9. Kobe, Matrix, $9. Some of these Ogdens over here, wrestlers and also boxers. I usually sell these anywhere from $5 to $10 a piece. Sammy Sosa, $7 to $8.50. Larry Bird, $7 to $8.90. We'll just finish this page since we're close. A classic card with the glove over here. People love this one. 5 into about $9. Sandberg rookie, $9. Reigns rookie, $9. Hakeem, 87, $8. Kevin Durant, $8. Oakley, $8. A Young Gun, $6 to $8. Dwight Howard winning materials. You can see a double jersey on that side. I think sold that for $8. Griffey gold medallion, 5 to $8. Gleiber gold refractor, or gold wave, I should say. Gleiber's still pretty popular among Yankee fans. I feel like that's $750. Eddie Matthews, 58, $750. Shaq, $750. Bo Jackson finest, $750. Michael Jordan award winner, $750. Brady, $7. Griffey, $7. Doink the Clown, paid $1 for this at the National. I thought it was kind of weird. Apparently they did Heritage WWE. I bought a bunch of those, $7. And Socrates, $7. So just jump into dashboard one last time. And yeah, you can see tons of offers. I know people have a question on all these offers before, but look at that. I also just sold my Heritage Ohtani. Bought for $38, $42. These moved, like I said, so fast. I got to keep buying more Ohtani stuff, but that is it for this video. 2 more COMC videos coming out a little bit later this month. We'll do the top sales and biggest flips in one video, and then we'll do our first COMC tutorial, which I'm super excited for. Thanks guys for checking out this video. If you want to see some other ones, it's on a playlist I'll put on the screen right now, and see you guys later.